Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to SRD Lifestyle channel. Kindly subscribe to this channel and click on the notification icon because we are going to give you a lot of fabulous facts and interesting ideas in this channel. So kindly support us. This forum mainly we talk about brilliant, smart Indian movies to the outside world. A lot of people outside of India, foreign people, wouldn't have known that so much of brilliant and smart made Indian movies do exist. So we're going to talk about such good films to the outside world. So kindly do support us and click on the notification icon and like this video, and please do share this video so people outside of India would know, people across India would know such brilliant films do exist. Today we are going to talk about one of the best made comedy films in the Indian film industry. This was one of the best made, I would say. This is indeed a Tamil film called Michael Madana Kamarajan. So it has been 30 years since this movie was made. It is, I would call it 30 years of celebration. It's actually a cult film for comedy film lovers. And this movie, I'm telling you, it has got a lot of ROFL moments, and it has been an iconic film, and it has entertained people all through the last 30 years. And I would call it one of the best made comedy films India has ever seen. I have personally seen this movie 56 times, and each time I watch it, I find a new joke in the movie because this movie is totally entertaining, and like right from the start of the movie until to the end of the movie, it is filled with a lot of hilarious, entertaining scenes. The movie was released on 1990, and it was during a Diwali season, and the movie became a all-time blockbuster by then. A brief history about this movie. The producer, Mr. Panchu Arunachalam, actually got the adaptation from a Pakistani film writer called Qadar Kashmiri. So he got the adaptation, he bought the rights, and he totally rewrote the script to suit the South Indian audience. This movie was very tough to shoot because the movie was made in 1990. By then we were not technically strong, and there was not much graphics, as well as we were not technically very strong, and we didn't have high quality cameras as well, like to shoot 4 different Kamal Hassans, because there were various scenes where 2 Kamal Hassans, 3 and 4 of them, like the quadruplets, they come together on screen, and you got to make the audience believe that like they are different characters, and there are so many character artists, like so it could have been a big challenge for the director and the actors to mismatch and to deliver us what we are seeing after 30 years, like what the entertainment we are seeing after 30 years. So it would have been a huge challenge for them, and not even a single scene you could find a glitch. The kind of when you're playing dual roles, the same character play dual roles, right? Like there are always some glitches, but not even a single scene I would say that you found a glitch, that because Mr. Kamal Hassan has shown a lot of character variations. Okay, the story of the movie is very simple. Quadruplets, they're separated when they're born, and later when they become adults they get reunited. So one day what happens is Raj, the US return, when he comes back to India, he receives a very mysterious phone call saying that your father is still not dead, he's alive. See, he goes in search of it. That starts the chaos. The 4 different characters, Michael, Madan, Kameshwaran and Raju, Subramania Raju. So the 4 different characters. The best part is all these 4 different characters speak different slangs. To differentiate between each characters, they don't speak the same slang. So one of them speak Palakkad Tamil. The other one speaks US accent, has a very strong US accent. The third one speaks Chennai slang, and the fourth one speaks normal Tamil. So this, Mr. Kamal Hassan has put in a great effort to show the variation in each character. So not even a single scene you could just see Kamal Hassan on screen. Instead, you see Michael, Madan, Kameshwaran and Raj. So you see all these 4 different characters because he makes you believe that it's all different people. This movie has very interrelated scenes to drive the audience, to make the audience connect to the movie. It's a very screenplay oriented movie, and it's got like this butterfly effect. So what happens is, one particular scene I would want to point out is the first scene involves the thief Kamal Hassan. He goes down and burns a museum. So to put off the fire, the firefighter Kamal Hassan, Raju, comes in. he comes and puts off the fire. So there is a lot of scenes that are interrelated, interconnected throughout the movie, especially so many scenes in the movie, like, you know, where you laugh out loud, you clap, you I mean, you are thoroughly entertained throughout this movie. Seriously, until even if I watch the movie today, I find a new comedy in the movie. Like, you know, I laugh for that. Like, you know, we know every dialogues, every songs, because most of the songs in this movie are blockbusters. Ram Bam Bam song was a big blockbuster involving Mr. Kamal Haasan and Kushbu, and Sundari Niyum Sundaran Nanam is one of all-time favorites for people still now, Urvashi and Mr. Kamal Haasan. And third, the big song of the movie is Vachalum Vakyama, is like again Kushbu. All the four Kamals appear in this song, and that would have been very, very tough to shoot, I guess. So all the songs still now when it's played on TV, like, you know, we just glued onto the TV because those songs have entertained us. The movie has entertained us over the past 30 years. Coming to the characters, there's so many character artists in the movie. Let us talk about the lead artist, Mr. Kamal Haasan first. Like, he has portrayed four characters: a thief, a cook, an innocent, very innocent cook, US written educated guy, and a firefighter. Out of these four characters, Mr. Kameshwaran, the cook, leads the friend because he is innocent. He is on the dot with this comedy, and the sequences that involve Kameshwaran are very hilarious. They are the top scenes of the movie, I would say, and they are the most entertaining. But apart from that, you have a lot of the leads, the female leads. I would say Urvashi really actually is the top lead, because the scenes involving Urvashi are very hilarious and they're most entertaining scenes of the movie. Apart from that, you have a lot of veteran actors. You have Delhi Ganesh, Mr. Nagesh, Manorama. So a lot of character artists. The best part about this movie is not only the lead gets to play a lot of important scenes, but the character artists, they entertain us throughout. So it's a wholesome entertainer. Each and every scene of the movie, every character artist has unique comedy dialogues. Important character would have been played by Mr. Praveen Kumar. He acted as Beam in this movie because there's a significance of naming him Beam in this movie, because Praveen Kumar acted as Beam in the real Mahabharat that was played in the TV. So it was a big television show, Mahabharat. So he played Beam there. So they took his character, and his character name is Beam in the movie. So he has a very, very interesting and hilarious role to play, and the scenes involving Beam are like really, really hilarious. The dialogues of the movie are still like evergreen. There are a lot of trolls going on still about these dialogues, like Ningalum Kukku, Gramamum Kukku, the fish scene basically. What I mean what I mean. And Beam boy, and the 6 லட்ச ரூபாய் எடுத்து and the Avinashi Nai Munjal Tukiri. So this dialogue, so a lot of dialogues are still evergreen, and people use these dialogue to troll. So that is the power of this movie, because even after 30 years, still it is very evergreen in my head, because every scenes of this movie, every song, and like, you know, every dialogue and every comedy is still so fresh in our mind, because we have seen this movie, we have lived with this movie, we have been entertained by this movie, and I don't know what else to say. This movie has lived with us all through all these years. Alphonse Putran, the director of Premam, last week what he did was he sent a Twitter message to Mr. Kamal Haasan asking him, how did you guys shoot this movie in 1990? It should have been a very, very complex movie to shoot, and very complex screenplay this movie had. So it could have been an encyclopedia for a lot of people. So kindly give us some insight, some information, how you guys shot this movie. And Mr. Kamal Haasan has accepted to share the information. That's a very, very good news, because this movie seriously is like an encyclopedia for a lot of budding fresh filmmakers. You could just watch this movie, how this movie was made, how many character artists, so many character artists, and so complex screenplay, I would say. This movie has entertained us for the past 30 years and will entertain us moving forward, because this movie has been very, very close to heart for a lot of people. The songs still, because those songs are like super entertaining. So kids who haven't, the current generation kids who haven't seen this movie, kindly I would just go and watch it. Parents do insist their kids to go and watch this movie, because this movie is a lot of stress buster. Kindly watch Michael, Madana, Kamarajan if you haven't seen it. If you've seen it, kindly go and watch it again, because seriously, it's one of the best comedy movie ever made in India. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this channel. Kindly support, because we need to like let a lot of brilliant Indian films that has been made, like South Indian films or North Indian films, films across India. This forum will talk about some of the best made Indian films to the outside world. So kindly do support us. Thanks a lot.